One of the first things people say when they come across carnivore is, it sounds too simple. And my response is always the same. Yes, exactly. Because real human nutrition was never meant to be complicated. What made it complicated was the moment we stopped trusting biology and started outsourcing eating to math and charts and apps and food companies. Carnivore strips all of that away. This is what carnivore really is. It's not a formula. It's not a spreadsheet. It's not macros. It's not grams. It's not calories. It's very simple. Eat meat, fish, eggs, and animal fat. Salt to taste. Eat until you're full. Stop when the food no longer tastes good. That's it. No measuring, no tracking, no logging, no weighing, no guilt. And somehow that simplicity makes people nervous. So let's talk about the obsession with the how much. I get this all the time. I get asked constantly, how much protein should I eat? How much fat? How many grams? What ratio? What percentage? And here's the honest answer. You don't need to know any of that. And nobody really knows the answers to any of that because we're all different. Your body knows. Your hunger, your fullness, your taste, your energy, those are not random sensations. They are feedback systems refined over hundreds of thousands of years. Our ancestors didn't count anything. They didn't know what a gram was. They didn't know what a calorie was. They didn't know what a macro was. They built strong bones, developed large brains, reproduced successfully, survived harsh environments. They ate when food was available. They stopped when they were satisfied. They favored fatty meat when possible. That's not ignorance. That's instinct working correctly. And back to the animals. They don't track macros either. Look at the animals in the wild. They don't weigh food or count protein or track fat or read labels. And yet lions don't become obese, wolves don't develop diabetes, and predators don't snack all day. They eat their species-appropriate food. They eat until satisfied, and then they stop. And they are nourished. Humans are animals too. We just forgot that. So let's talk about why carnivore restores appetite regulation. When you eat meat, fish, eggs, and animal fat, blood sugar stabilizes, insulin drops, satiety hormones normalize, cravings fade. Hunger becomes clear instead of chaotic. That's why people say things like, I just know when to stop. I'm not thinking about food anymore. I forget to eat. I love that one. That's not discipline. That's normal physiology restored. So let's talk why counting calories and macros breaks eating. Counting turns eating into a math problem. I hate math, by the way. Math overrides appetite. Appetite gets ignored and signals get distorted. People end up eating when they're not hungry. They stop eating when they still are hungry. They fear fat. They are forcing the protein. They're chasing numbers instead of nourishment. Carnivore removes all the noise. When the food is right, the body self-regulates. That's why it's so simple. Fat and protein take care of themselves too. It's another common fear. What if I eat too much fat? What if I don't get enough protein? Here's the reality. When you eat whole animal foods, protein naturally limits overeating. Fat naturally controls satiety. And taste changes as your needs are met. When you've had enough, the food literally stops tasting good. That's biology's off switch. No app required. You don't need to hack what isn't broken. Carnivore works because it doesn't try to outsmart the body. It trusts it. Eat real food, eat enough, stop when you're satisfied, repeat. That's not extreme, that's ancestral. The modern diet is what's extreme. My final thought, if eating feels complicated, the food is wrong. If eating feels obsessive, the signals are broken. Carnivore is simple because it restores the conditions under which human appetite works correctly. No math, no tracking, no fear. Just food the human body recognizes. Biology always knew what to do. If you found this helpful, click the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon. If you leave me a question or a suggestion, I'll write you back. Share this video. Want to check out my 2 books about carnivore diet? They're on Amazon. I'm on Carnivore Sunday School every week with George and Stephanie and a special guest, 1 p.m. Eastern Time in the US, 6 p.m. in the UK, and Monday nights I started going live. And if you leave a question or a comment, that's what drives that discussion. So hope to see you there too. Thanks for coming and have a great day.